We're constantly being manipulated, and it's in our interest to be able to resist manipulation. I'm going to teach you by far the most common kind of manipulation and the only way I think that we can resist it. So, by far the most common kind of manipulation is to make you feel an uncomfortable psychological state, an uncomfortable emotion, and then offer to you some behavior, normally buying something, which will is promised that will make the uncomfortable emotion go away. That sounds a little abstract. What does that mean? It means people who are manipulating us will induce in us fear or guilt or shame or desire or some other uncomfortable emotion, and then they will offer us a solution, something to buy normally, that if only we buy this thing, our fear will go away, our shame will go away, our desire will go away, our loneliness will go away, our uncertainty will go away, our feeling of emptiness will go away. Whatever the uncomfortable feeling is that they induced in us with the beginning part of the message, they then promise to relieve this uncomfortable emotion if only we will buy their product or service. Now, there's a tiny bit of legitimacy in this. That is, when we want to persuade someone, even rationally, we'll often say, if you take this, if you stop smoking, you will not get lung cancer. And that's the same kind of, we induce in you fear of lung cancer, and we say, stop smoking, and you will make that fear go away. So it's not always purely evil and manipulative. It can also be a rational pattern of persuasion. But often, people are inducing in us emotions that we would not otherwise feel, and then promising that these uncomfortable emotions, which they created in us, they didn't pre-exist the message. They induced these emotions in us. And then they say, well, this product or service I'm offering will make that uncomfortable feeling go away. So what's the only way to resist this form of manipulation? I guess there's a couple of ways. One, simply to recognize the pattern. Say, oh, that message made me feel guilty or ashamed or lonely or desperate or frightened or whatever, and realize I didn't feel that way before, and I don't need to feel that way. That message made me feel that way only in order to sell me something. So one, we could just recognize it. But the second is, sometimes the feeling is real. We really do feel lonely. We really do feel scared about something. We really do feel uncertain. We really do feel guilty, whatever it is. That feeling is not purely induced, it's real. So in order to avoid the manipulation, the desire to buy something that they're trying to sell us, we have to learn to live with the uncomfortable feeling. And of course, that takes a lifetime of work, meditation, therapy, visualization, all sorts of other practices to be able to learn to live with uncomfortable emotions. But if we could do it, we could avoid being manipulated.